Hi, you. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore, and today I'm going to read your tea leaves. And we're not going to do all the stuff in the beginning. We're just going to get going. So we have two people running. You can see here's the body of one. Here's the head. Here's the body of another. Here's the head. Okay, so it almost feels like, wow, like a marathon or something. But it feels like something that there's a togetherness, obviously. It's two people hand in hand, I expect. And there's like a common goal. That's what the real feeling is. It's like we've worked on this thing together. We, maybe conceptualized it, got the things together, got the funding, made the thing. That's what it, that kind of pride, that kind of unification, that bond, okay? It seems like something that is linked to the number 10, as we have the 10 right here. And I kind of almost wonder if there was maybe a situation where you maybe I feel like maybe you lost your friend. I feel like maybe there's maybe it's an anniversary, maybe it is some kind of birthday or something like this, but I feel like there's a lot of emotions coming up. I feel like there's also a remembering of how it felt, just to be together. I think that maybe you haven't found another friendship that has felt as profound. This might be something that you lament. But I think there's almost kind of this like a whispering of, it's not over. This isn't over. And you know that they're around. You feel them, right? But I feel like you're almost like kind of in this place where you're like, I don't want to be the crazy person. Like, I don't want to just be walking around the house, like talking to spirits or spirit. You know what I mean? Like I save that for, your private praying time or something, what I mean? And the reality is, well, and I'm biased because I just be talking to myself all the time, even in public, probably. I don't always remember if I'm like, did I say that out loud? But yeah, I think it's just like a real, like, if you can get past that feeling of like, am I nuts here? Like, is this like, you know what I mean? Is this real? If you can get past that and really just kind of lean into what your body's feeling like, what your intuition's feeling like, the energy that, you walk at maybe you're gone all day, you've been at work, you get home, you like walk into the house and it smells like something like a flower, or roses distantly. And you're like, well, you might be like me where I'm like, oh, here we go. We're having this, this stroke maybe. I don't know. Let's check everything first. And then, check the house to make sure everything's cool, nothing's leaking, all that. But then it's like, oh, word, like, okay. I see you. I feel you. I see what you're doing here. And I think that if you can just get past it a little bit, even just privately, I'm not even talking about in front of people. You don't have to talk about it with anybody else ever. But to allow yourself that like silly little space to, have the conversation, you feel something like while you're standing in the kitchen, the little hairs on, the back of your neck kind of breeze by. Not stand up, but like you can just feel like, did somebody just walk in kind of feeling? And you just start talking to them, And I think it is your friend here. It's your friend. All right, let's see. Now we have a circle, which makes sense. Okay, we're just about to go into all of the festivals, right? All the spring and fall festivals are happening. Holy Week has begun. I've been watching, is it Samana? I think that's how you say it. Santa, the Holy Week in Spain, which is, and now that they have like all the, the live feeds and stuff like on YouTube, shout out to YouTube, you can watch it, like, all the processions and stuff. It's super dope, super dope. So go check that out. But then we're also, we're building up to all of the other festivals as well, which there are a ton, because this is, rightfully so, a huge shift. Our season is shifting, right? And so here we are. It is beautiful. And I feel the connection, right? The connection, this kind of heat. I feel like you're going to find maybe a group of people or a situation where you are in like a community that you didn't know about, or somebody invites you to a thing or whatever. There seems to be this very like profound awakening of connection. Okay. And I think that that's where your friend is leading you. Going the wrong way right here. Your friend is leading you towards meeting these people, towards becoming part of, you don't have to join anything. Please don't if you don't want to. I mean, if you do, go ahead. But, I'll never advocate for people joining things. But, we have the 7-1 ratio thing here too, right up in here. I just want to point that out. And prayer. I know we talked about it earlier, but look, we have a person in a meditative state in front of what looks like a cactus to me. And then overhead, to me, it almost feels like in a cave or in a temple. And so to me, it's saying this is a holy place, a intentional, sacred place, a place of prayer, a place of worship, a place of contemplation. So I think that this is the one. Now, we also have the number 7 over top of a sheep. Okay. I don't like to talk about it like this, but we also have the eyes up here. There needs to be some kind of thing to let go of. And that's how I'm going to say it. Because we know what the lamb is, right? We know, if you don't know, I don't want to get into it. I really don't want to. We know that something lamb. If you don't know what that is, I don't know. Look, there's a dude right here smiling at us. He's got eyes, the nose, he's got the little beard going on. Look, he reminds me of like a Bob the Burger. What are you guys talking about? But you're gonna have to let go of something, right? When we have that, like, and I do sacrifices at all seasons, and when something goes really well in my life, or something is going terribly. Now, never, ever, ever would I take another life. I'm too soft like that. I'm very soft like that. Even bugs, dude. If you're on any of my social medias and you've seen pictures of me like feeding flies and stuff like that, yeah, I'm soft in that way, with animals especially. But to know that you have to like let go of something, right? For me, in the last couple of years, there have been things like I gave up drinking pop, right? Diet pop was, ugh. Don't get me started. At times, I've given up caffeine in general. I always go limping back to that. But, you know, things like this. Or, you know, sometimes we have to cut people out of our lives. And listen, I'm kind of like, maybe it won't be popular for me to say this or admit this out loud, but if there's somebody I just don't really like in my life, or maybe it's that I don't even like, it's just like not working anymore, or we're just not like cool like we used to be or whatever. Boy, when I know I got to give something up, when I keep pulling the hanged man or the, you know, even the death card or whatever, that's who is gone. You're out of here. You're out of here. You know what I mean? Like, so sorry if I never talk to you again for no reason and you are listening to this. But you probably helped my life in like a really significant way, you know, like for real. Letting go of things that stress you out, which sometimes it's people and sometimes it's like dude, yo, it's not even like this is a bad person or somebody who's, you know, whatever. It just something about them. They don't belong in your life. You know what I mean? And you know, especially as you get older. For me, immediately, all you have to do is like drift your like gaze my way. I peep your face, your eye. I know you're not. And that's like 98% of people 99%, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, you just know. They don't belong. And if you've had them for a long time, sometimes you have to, you know, the cutoff game has to be strong. You know, it's not happening anymore. Thankfully, we're old. Like, well, I'm old anyways. Maybe you're young. But, like, people fall off all the time. You just don't hear from them anymore. They just keep looking at your, you know, highly curated fake online life or whatever. Which, again, no judgment. I'm just as fake as everybody else with my online stuff. I absolutely curate everything I do. So probably so much so that some of my own life is curated, which again, like, who has time for any of this anymore? I just don't. I care because I don't want to sit here and say I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I do care. I just don't care about the same stuff anymore. That's really what it comes down to. I am in the time. I've had three life cycles, right? This is what I've known for a long time. And I named these in my 20s-ish. The orphan, which I was as a child. My parents both passed away and I just, you know, had a tough life. The bride. And I came up with that knowing that that would be my time where I'm seeking, you know, the partnership, the kinship, the, you know, the finding a place to be safe to begin to reparent myself and that kind of thing. And then there's the butcher. And that's where we're at because I just finished that bride operation a couple months ago. And now we're coming into the time of the butcher for me. So I'm coming into my cronehood. And I know people sit here and I don't know why other women do this. Probably because they're a little older than me and they feel like they're more crone than I am. I don't know. But yeah, I'm relatively young, I suppose. I'm 40-ish or I'm almost 40. No, what month is it even? I'm like 40, right? And I've lived forever. My heart and soul are so old, dude. Like, I've been to war so many times. I've had such love. Ugh. I don't mean to brag, but dude, I have had love in my life. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm not afraid of death. Like, I've already had, I've had a couple of experiences of, truly being with my heart stopping and stuff. But I'm not even afraid. And it's not because it's partly because I've been through the process a little bit. But it's because I've had such great love in my life, honestly. And at times, it hasn't been the best, of course. Great love never lasts in that way. It shouldn't, right? It's like a beautiful flower. You don't expect that thing to hang around forever. But I've had some good love, a few flowers, and, we are clearing the land and we are creating a garden of, of some kind of little image of divinity. And that is going to be, the magnum opus, or at least the greatest part of the magnum opus of the works of my life, is to create a place where I can commune and do my magic. And I don't mean in the physical necessarily, although yes, but my life as a temple, as a tribute, as an altar, as a space for safety, for growth, for learning. And there will be no mercy. Because, babe, we're past that. We are past that. And if you think I'm afraid of losing anything, I've lost everything. More than once. So I know. It's just a matter of sticking in it, right? Just a matter of sticking in it. And I know we're all there. So there's something here. We have a sacrifice coming up. Okay, you're going to have to get rid of something. The number 7 seems heavy, and you also have the eyes. They're the eyes above. So, and oops, let me see. So we have the sheep, we have the 7, we have the eyes. The eyes are oppressive. This is like you're performing for somebody else, or you're worried that, they're going to, I'm going to be in trouble. They're not going to like that. It almost feels like dad energy, but like that feeling of we take the worst part of our fathers and then we get into relationships with them. And then you spend so much of your time thinking, are they going to be mad about this? Are they going to like this? Is this good enough? Are they going to belittle me about this? $33. There we go. 33. That was loud. 49. 33, 49, and that one came right back to me. Let's see. 10. Okay. So, yeah, we're done with it. We're done with people treating us like whatever. We're done with being. I'm just weepy. I'm sorry. I don't know why I even apologize, because I'm not really sorry. Sorry for not being sorry. Just kind of weepy. Moon heavily influenced. Body definitely reacting to. But also, I'm still at I'm at the threshold with TT. She's been hanging on, if you guys remember the kitty cat TT. So I got up super early because she seemed like she was at, the last moments. And then I don't know, she finally did drink a little water and stuff. And so, you know. Anyways, I love you. I don't think I can like fully compose myself enough. I'm just gonna push through. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna let it go. No, I'm gonna hold it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not gonna run away from it. It fucking is. I can't cuss on here. I'm sorry. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. But it's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful, and it doesn't mean that she's gone. And that's the thing that like I super know. It's hard saying goodbye to our friends, and especially our babies. Oh my goodness. I need a cup of tea, like a proper cup of tea. That's what I need. All right, I love you guys. I'm sorry. Thank you for holding space for me and being here with me, and thank you.